Alright guys, today we're going to be continuing work on the Project Pocket Bike. We've got a little bit more fabrication to do and have a few parts on the way, but we're getting pretty close on this particular project. It might be a little choppy though, because we're trying to keep a lot of it a secret. But before we continue, if you haven't already, consider hitting that subscribe button and giving me a thumbs up. Helps us out quite a bit. The goal for this episode is to get all the fab work we can done and start prepping for paint. And I may show you some of the paint, but I'm not going to show you the finished paint job. That's going to be for the reveal, because we're, again, keeping that a secret. All right, so let's get into it and see what we're doing. So one of the things that the owner really wanted was a kickstand. I'm not sure if this bike came with one before or what the deal was, but when I got it from him, it did not have a kickstand. He did provide me with, I believe it's a kickstand for an older Sportster motorcycle. Way too big, way too heavy, and way too bulky for this little bike. So I went over to Go Power Sports and picked up one of their universal kickstands. Now the problem is, where do we mount this so that it will prop the bike up but not be in the way? Let me show you kind of what's going on here. You can see the main lower spine of the frame is set pretty far inboard. We got to be careful where we put this kickstand, because we want it to support the bike, but we don't want it to kick it up. See, that's a bad spot to be hitting there. We go too far forward, then this motor has a torque converter, which, that's going to get in the way. So what I was thinking was maybe here. One of the other things that we need to finish is the gas tank. The owner gave me this gas tank, which would be cool if we were going for like a rat rod kind of bike, but from what I've gathered from him, that's not really the way he wants to go with it. The tank just kind of looks out of place. So we'll be giving this back to him. And I've ordered one of the plastic tanks that actually fits this bike. So we're gonna have to make some mounts for that once that comes in. And I didn't want just the tank sitting there, so went online and found this bad boy. So it's gonna have that sport bike look. The gas tank will actually sit under here. Filler neck will come out of that hole, just like it should. Our next point of issue is going to be the seat. Now, the owner had cut out this piece of plastic, but it slides. That should sit on top, but you see the problem, it's taking up too much room, and that creates a big gap all the way around the tank cover. So we got to come up with a better way of mounting that seat, maybe notching it out for the tank to sit down on the frame. But it wouldn't be very comfortable. And then we're left with this big bracket here in the back. Now, I did not buy this seat with the intention of just directly bolting it onto the frame. So don't freak out in the comments. Make sure you watch the whole video. But if you saw I believe it was the mini trike build, I bought a seat, ripped it apart, and used the upholstery on a seat that I had made and wrapped it with that upholstery. Well, this is the seat, and it doesn't look bad. I mean, the shape is nice. It's just the proportions are thrown way off on the bike. And this is why you want to use a cheap seat, because they come together or come apart pretty easily. And that should fit on our custom made seat. Wrap this around just like they did on the other seat, and we'll staple it down. And one custom seat made to fit specifically your ride. You can see after I stapled everything down, trimmed it. Now all we need to do is set it on the bike, make sure it's going to fit okay. Seat covers up that little transition piece for the tank. And that should provide a comfortable ride. There we go, custom seat done. Unfortunately, we're gonna have to end this one here because again, we're trying to keep as much of this build as a surprise for the owner. So without risking showing him too much, I can't show you guys anymore until it's done. And I don't think I can mention the name of the show by name for fear of copyright infringement or whatever. But you know that automotive show with the famous car builder, last name rhymes with Loose? That show that he's on where they kind of take the car and build it up to what the owner wanted without really telling him much. And then they reveal it and the owner's blown away. It's kind of the plan with this. I'm hoping to blow the owner away anyway. I hope he likes it. If not, that might be an embarrassing video. Funny for you guys, not so much for me. But anyway, a little bit left that I need to do, some tabs and stuff I need to cut off and that sort of thing. There may not be a video next weekend because I'm waiting for some stuff to come in for that video, and I'm still waiting on some stuff for this. So we might have to have a little hiatus in 1 week. Hopefully I can get the rest of it knocked out. But that's it for this one. Until next time, guys, get up, get out there and do it.